so we got the mysterious Cypher explained by an Australian. Let's go.
G'day guys and gal, Warhammer 40k is chockers with mysteries and secrets. Some have eventually been answered, some have been partially revealed, and others remain a head scratcher. Nothing in 40k, and I mean nothing, is more mysterious.
Yo, hey, sign him up. Sign him up. Hey. The next time we ever, I don't care who it is, Majorkill, Mr. 40k Bones, Pancreas no work, West Hammer, he's chill. Yo, listen. If any one of these guys, including y'all, yes, y'all are here liable. Also, make sure you guys, follow my Twitch down below, and also make sure you guys go join up on the Discord. That's where, like, you get connected with the community and stuff like that. But listen, let me get back to my point. Yo, if one of y'all ever raise y'all voice like this, you are automatically a menace to society, bro. You are a school threat, bro. To be honest with you, you deserve to have your own planet. That's how much of a threat you are.
Than the fallen angel Cypher, a legendary warrior that's almost impossible to catch with extremely difficult to discern motives.
He looks compy.
One moment he's trolling some dark angels, and then the next he's saving the Imperium. Dude makes the Alpha Legion look like Ultramarines. It's hard to keep up with this guy, but I'll do my best because that's my fucking job. Before we get started, Warhammer fans aren't exactly runaway models, but that doesn't mean.
Hey, I respect that. Let's go. Let's get right into it. Hey, that's facts though. It is his job.
The modern day Cypher is an alleged OG member of the Dark Angels, a legion known for its secrecy to an extreme degree, like stupidly secret. The only other legion that can top them in mystery is the Alpha Legion.
Alright, are we back?
Know what the fuck they are doing or who they're fighting half the time. Cypher is the mystery in a mysterious legion. It doesn't help that Cypher isn't even his real name, but an alias that he got when he was chosen as the designated mysterious.
Now, here's what I'll say about this guy right here. Now, y'all know us. Appearance is very important to us. Like looks and stuff like that is very important. Now, we all know, basically everybody, Space Marines, who else? The Primarchs, whatever. They all have like a unique look, and to be fair, like, do I judge everybody's look on like the same, like, standard? No, I'm a little biased. Obviously Vulcan, like, he got the diamonds and he got green on, like, he just looks like success. He looks like the guy. I'm gonna be honest with you, this guy right here is totally giving, I don't know, Arkham Asylum, just insane vibes. But at the same time, he's ore farming because he has his hood on. The fact that he has his hood on, bro, the fact that he has his Saint Laurent just French hood on, and the fact that he just guns blazing, like, to be honest with you, he can't see. Bro cannot see. He just firing just to fire, bro. He think it's doom around here. To be frank with you, his armor kind of looks alright. I'm gonna be honest with you. I was gonna hate. I was gonna say he looks like a menace to society, school threat, etc. But I can't lie to you. He looks a little bit compy. He got the Saint Laurent hood on. Hey, I'm gonna be honest with you. He's fashionable. He's only acceptable.
As such, he really almost could be anyone. However, I have some strong contenders that I'll discuss later in this video.
Well, he can't beat Vulcan though. Like,
a lot of the Dark Angels mystery actually comes from their shame. See, when Luther was banished back to the Dark Angel homeworld of Caliban for almost letting the Lion get nuked, he got bitter and kind of fell to chaos, bringing thousands of Dark Angels along with him.
Ooh.
He didn't tell them it was chaos though. He told them instead that the Lion had betrayed the Emperor, hence the Dark Angels under his command thought they were the loyalists and were most—
Oh, the manipulation is crazy, bro. The manipulation is crazy. Now, obviously, if I was in the Dark Angels, whatever, bro, and like he was like, no, you guys are still loyalists or whatever. No, we're actually doing something, for the Lion. Yo, not gonna lie to you, bro. I would have saw straight through that, bro. I'm not gonna lie to you, bro. I would have had that, like, that intuition and like that innate lie detector to really be like, oh, wait a minute, he's actually lying right here. Like, I'm gonna be honest with you, bro. Like, I don't want to be that guy or whatever, but I'll be that guy. I would have been a lone wolf in Warhammer, bro. I would have saw through people's lies and everything. For real, y'all.
Free of chaotic taint. So when they started attacking the Lion and his Dark Angels, it was the greatest misunderstanding in the history of Warhammer. A misunderstanding that resulted in Caliban exploding, the Lion going into a coma, and a warp storm swallowing up most of the Dark Angels that followed Luther against the Lion. These Dark Angels would be called the Fallen, as they began to re-emerge in the galaxy after getting randomly spat out of the warp storm at different locations and eras. Some were spat out a few years later, some 10,000 years later, and others are yet to pop out. Either way, the Dark Angels have made it their #1 priority to capture these fallen angels, torture the ever-living shit out of them until they repent their sins, before then blowing their brains out. They do.
And like, this is who y'all like though. See, that's the thing that really like, that will really like, just it makes me like scratch my chin a little bit. Like, y'all like this, but whenever it comes down to Vulcan and the Salamanders, bro, y'all hate. Like, why are we like, and listen, I understand, bro. Like, when you're the best, when you're the greatest of all time, people will hate you. It is what it is. Like, when you win over and over and over and over again, bro, like, you know, people, they don't like that, bro. Like, losers don't like that, bro. So, like, I understand. But at the same time, though, like, bro, like, all the good that Vulcan has done, and people still give him slack. But y'all like these dudes? Bro, I've even seen some of y'all jump up and down and cheer for the Elder, for the Dark Elder. Y'all like them. And they be doing all sorts of nasty, wicked, demonic things to their people, bro. But y'all like them, though. That's what really grinds my gears. That's what really just, it has me, like, in a loop right now. Like, if this was Vulcan, y'all, bro. And before y'all even say, oh, well, no, we don't actually hate Vulcan. We just hate that you glazed Vulcan. Really? First of all, that's a nice, amazing, smart way to spin this whole thing, okay? Let me unspin it for you. Let me rewrap it for you. Yo, no. Me pointing out the greatness for Vulcan, that's not a bad thing. Y'all just take that as me glazing him, when in reality, I'm stating everything he's actually done. I'm stating who he is. I don't know if y'all know or not, but I actually know Vulcan in real life. As a matter of fact, he's in Cancun right now. Like, what are we talking about? I got his number.
Do this because they are so ashamed that a large chunk of their legion went traitor, and they believe that if the galaxy discovered the Fallen's existence, then all descendants of the Lion would be declared a renegade by the Imperium. This is obviously really fucking stupid. A number of loyalist legions had traitor issues during the Horus Heresy, like half the White Scars went traitor until Jagadai sorted them out. On top of that, Ultramarines, Imperial Fists, and more fall to chaos on the daily, and the Imperium just kinda cops it as the reality of the situation. It's actually kinda frustrating as a Dark Angels fan. They will often abandon war zones mid-battle if they catch a whiff of fallen panties, dooming numerous allies on multiple occasions. The Chapter Master Azrael also nearly killed Guilliman when Guilliman came to say hi because he was scared that Guilliman knew about the Fallen. It's really stupid and embarrassing. Anyways, Cypher seemingly escaped the Warp Storm and took the Lion's Greatsword with him, having it permanently attached to his back. From there, he's been traveling the galaxy, not necessarily causing havoc, but being a magnet for it. Mostly because the Dark Angels get too excited wherever he is spotted, and they make a big show of things. His first sightings were on potential Dark Angel recruitment worlds, where he seemingly sabotaged and caused problems for the Dark Angels. However, he could have been trying to counter the influence of the Alpha Legion. After all, they suffered very little casualties during the Horus Heresy and were known to have
so
a
this is
fucking
theory,
massive
okay.
legion.
Okay.
So it makes sense that the large chunk of them who genuinely became traitors would launch huge operations against the wounded Loyalist legions. A few other incidences occurred that made Cypher look pretty bad. However, when the old Dark Angel Chapter Master Aloken was killed by orcs, Cypher prevents the orcs from looting his corpse and taking holy Dark Angel relics. Cypher would go on to do random shit that would either help or hinder the Imperium. He would often assassinate targets, assume their identity, have a bit of fun, then run away. Often these targets weren't even Astartes. How did he manage that? After all, an old planetary governor suddenly becoming 8 feet tall and built like a truck would be a bit sus. I'll get into that soon. Cypher would go from ruse to ruse and manipulate pretty much everyone. Even the Alpha Legion found themselves to be his bitch on occasion.
Bro, he's legit Yo, I've never came across somebody who like loves to manipulate, bro. He's legit spamming that move right now. Bro manipulates more than a bitter BM.
Whenever they try to get revenge on him for manipulating them, he would manipulate the Dark Angels to come kill some of them.
Hey, I'm gonna keep it real. Yo, Dark Angels, yo. Whoever's getting manipulated by this guy, bro, I'm sorry. I don't want to be that guy, bro, but you are like, you're so like gullible. It's crazy, bro. I would have easily spotted this guy's lies from a mile away, bro. It's, yo, as he's talking to me, I'm like, yo, so what's your favorite color? He's like, well, my favorite color is actually red, da da da. And so while he's talking in slow motion, I can actually dissect some of his cues that tell if he's lying or not. That's how much aura that I would have, and that's actually the abilities that I have to really, you know, capture and lie in somebody's face. You get what I'm saying? Like,
he was completely unloyal to anyone, but it should be noted that he never really directly attacked or engaged a loyalist chapter. Sure, he would cause a ruckus that would see loyalist Astartes fighting and dying, but it was rare for him to just straight up attack them unprovoked. The acts of war he committed against the Imperium always seemed to have a counterance effect, rousing Imperial defenders and giving them motivation to fight. He even helped keep the Fallen a secret, viciously killing anyone, including Inquisitors, who seemed to have figured out why the Dark Angels were so sus. The biggest Cypher moment in recent lore was when Guilliman was captured by the forces of Tzeentch on his way to Terra after his resurrection. Cypher was one of the key characters who rescued Guilliman, with his one condition being that he gets to have an audience with the Emperor. G-Man agrees because he doesn't really have a choice, and the two of them do get to Terra. Cypher is like, cool, I just saved you, now I can speak to the Emperor. And G-Man is like, fuck no dude, and has him arrested. Cypher then easily—
hey, I can't lie to you. Hey, now, hey, let's keep it real. Even though this Cypher dude, he's like, bro, he's like the worst liar of all time. Like, you can't even trust this dude to like tell you what time it is. Let's keep it real. G-Thug, that's crazy. G-Thug, that's absolutely diabolical. Bro saved you, and you had this you had this man arrested. You had this man put in cuffs after he saved you. I'm gonna be honest with you, that's a little for me. I can't lie to you.
Breaks out like he always does. It's literally impossible to keep this guy in jail for more than 10 minutes. Cypher aiding Guilliman's kind of a big deal. To do so, he basically forsook multiple Chaos alliances and assets in order to help Guilliman, and it's confirmed that without Guilliman's resurrection, the Imperium would have fallen, with the God Emperor dying, so Cypher straight up saved the Imperium. This begs the question, why? Why does he stick his neck out?
Okay, wait a minute. Okay, so like, did he actually have a big part to? I mean, I understand him helping Guilliman, like saving him, or whatever. Like, okay, I understand that. One thing that I like always, and this is for like any video game, movies, TV show, etc. The thing is, you can say anybody had anything to do with like the big pictures. So let's say, for example, I don't know. Let's say, for example, like, you know, it's the Emperor versus Horus, right? And like the Horus Heresy, right? You could say that that Sanguinius obviously Sanguinius had a really big part to do with it. But at the same time, you could say that who had a really small part in the Horus Heresy? Like, if somebody had like a really small part in the Horus Heresy, you could also say that they had like that they were the reason that like this happened and this happened and this happened. At the end of the day, I mean, and I'm not, saying Majorkill's wrong. I'm just saying that like it's crazy how in Warhammer there's so many different things going on that like it's not even just. I mean, I can only imagine. Y'all can correct me if I'm wrong, but I can only imagine he's not the only reason why the Imperium didn't fall. I'm pretty sure somebody. I'm like, obviously he has something to do with it by like helping Guilliman out, but I'm pretty sure the person who resurrected Guilliman, was it the Emperor? I'm pretty sure you could even say, that the Emperor, had a big part to do with it, whatever. Like, everybody had, like, different parts. I'm not, shutting down Majorkill's point. I'm just saying, like, it's crazy how in Warhammer, there's even the people who contributed nothing, well, not nothing, but who contributed literally, like, little to nothing, had, like, some type of, like, part to do with, like, the Imperium stand up. So.
Guys, why does he help and hinder the Imperium in chaos? Is he just a meme lord that likes to take the piss, or is there another motive here? To answer this, we need to figure out who the fuck Cypher actually is, which fortunately I have a pretty good idea. Let's look at all the known Cyphers that there's been, because remember, it's a title, not a name. The first one was a normal mortal man who advised the Lion and Luther before the Emperor arrived. He was dead before Astartes became a thing on Caliban, so it isn't him. The second Cypher was one of Luther's advisors, who did become an Astartes. There was also a rumour that he was the last living knight of Lupus, who were an order of Calibanite knights who wanted to fuck the Chaos monsters on their world instead of genociding them. However, this is refuted by the fact that this Cypher hated Chaos and was an ally of the Watchers in the Dark. the Watchers being these Jawa-looking cosmic entities that like hanging around the Dark Angels. Regardless, this second Cypher was killed by Zariel El-Zaras, who then took on the mantle. There is some pretty solid evidence pointing towards Zahariel being the current modern-day Cypher. Firstly, he was a powerful Chaos Sorcerer, which would explain his uncanny ability to escape any situation. He was also one of the Fallen, which Cypher is. On top of that, he was known to not side with only one faction. He chose to be a traitor, but did not join up with any of the traitor legions. However, I'm not convinced. The Cypher we know and love doesn't really use warp powers or sorcery as far as I'm aware. He dual wields pistols like a boss. On top of that, Zahariel was pretty chaosy. He drank that Kool-Aid, whereas the Cypher we know exploits and uses chaos as a tool, but seems pretty free from its taint. Another big giveaway that Zahariel probably isn't Cypher is the fact that he fucking hates the Lion. After all, he believes the Lion betrayed him, and to be fair, the Lion also killed his cousin in a fit of rage.
Oh, okay, yeah, I can't lie to you, GG's. Yo, and like y'all love the Lion, like, bro, y'all said that I glazed like, you know, Vulcan and the Salamanders. Man, yo, bro, y'all be, bro, overtime, bro, slobbering all over the Lion, bro. That's what y'all be doing. Y'all, yeah, don't do this. Yeah, you do, cause y'all said that I glazed Vulcan. No. I just speak facts about the guy. See, when you're that amazing, when you're just him, it's hard for, like, you know, his fans, for his, you know, because obviously he's my liege. It's obviously for, it just, I feel bad for like the rest of Vulcan fans, because we can't really sit up here and tell y'all how we feel without y'all calling us glazers. Like, we're not really glazers, we're just telling the truth.
If he had hated the Lion so much, why does he carry and protect his sword? Why does he go out of his way to protect chapter relics from being defiled by xenos or even chaos? Why does he avoid direct conflict with the Dark Angels, and why did he save the Imperium from chaos? Also, Luther low-key says that Zahariel was killed during the fall of Caliban. So no, I don't believe that Zahariel is Cypher. I believe another man took on the mysterious title in order to keep his own identity a secret. A man who is a master of manipulation, stealth, and assuming the identity of others. A man we know is alive, but hasn't been seen in 10,000 years despite his influence and power. That's right, I strongly believe that Cypher is actually Omegon. Omegon being one of the two Primarchs of the Alpha Legion. This isn't a unique or special Majorkill theory. Quite a few others believe it as well, and allow me to show you some evidence. Firstly, Cypher is a beast in combat. No one can land a hit on him, and he fights like a demon, well beyond what an Astartes should be capable of. This is all the while he is carrying a heavy-ass sword on his back. Omegon and Alpharius were also the smallest—
Yeah, but that's not impressive, because I can do that. Like, I can fight and carry the sword on my back and like really weave and move and bob and weave, and like, you know, I can really, like, you know, really like dance around the ring if I have to. Like, that's not really impressive.
Primarchs, able to easily blend in with Space Marines due to their smaller size, as well as their unique Primarch power that, you guessed it, allows them to change how others perceive them. Alpharius infiltrated nearly every single legion as a pretend Space Marine under the Emperor's orders. He found the Dark Angels to be the most interesting and difficult to infiltrate. Omegon would have the same abilities and would have learnt this from Alpharius. On top of this, Omegon was known to be the ultimate fence-sitter in terms of allegiance. He worked against his brother Alpharius, who chose to be a traitor during the Horus Heresy, so that the Alpha Legion would have a neutral impact on the outcome of the war, meaning that neither the Imperium nor the traitors would achieve a decisive victory. In terms of gear, he has some top tier shit, Primarch level, including a Catan phase knife which is extremely strong. Coincidentally, or not coincidentally, Omegon's old Xeno spear is likely of Necron origin and probably includes Catan phase technology.
My bad, bro. Hey, you know what, bro? Hey, you got it, bro. As a matter of fact, I couldn't carry that on my back. Yo, Necrons. Yo, what's up, y'all? Hey. I know I haven't called you guys up in a while. I'm busy, bro. Busy. You know, I got a couple kids and everything like that. You know, I just been a dad. You know, like I don't, you know. But you know, I catch you guys next time. Play the video. Okay. See you, Mr. Necrons.
Since Alpharius took the spear when the brothers swapped places, it's likely Omegon would have wanted to continue using something similar to his old weapon. As to why he is carrying the Lion Sword and wants to speak with the Emperor, There's a good chance that the lion's coma is due to part of his soul being fucked or maybe fragmented. I would bet that his sword contains the fragments or necessary part to wake him up. As such, Amegon trusts no one else in the galaxy except himself to guard the lion's soul, until such a time that the lion needs to be awoken. The lion is in a coma because he would be too destructive and ruthless as the leader of the Imperium. However, if times get desperate enough, he would make a legendary savior. Amegon likely wanted to have an audience with the Emperor, his father, to receive guidance about what he should do and if he should wake up the lion. After all, Amegon...
My thing is, listen, I'm not gonna totally like throw off like this theory or whatever. I mean, it is a theory, so like it's not 100% true. So, I mean, we'll see. I mean, if that is the case, Games Workshop, if they, all right. Here's the thing, right? Because y'all know I'm like a intermediate / newbie, right? I'm starting to, you know, and none of you guys are like, wait, bro, you have like 7 months of lore. You're right, I did. Listen, I got a question. Has anybody, and this is just I feel like this is like a really good question. Has anybody in Games Workshop, has anybody in Warhammer, was there ever like a character that ever disguised as like another character? Does that make sense? So, for example, Majorkill is basically saying that Alpharius is low-key this Cypher guy. Has there ever been in Warhammer, has there ever been an original character who died or disappeared, whatever, and came back as another character? That's my question. Because I'm gonna be honest with you, if that's the case, then this can most likely be true. Because I can definitely like I can definitely, you know, get what Majorkill's saying. It's just I don't know if Games Workshop ever done that before. If they have done that before, then this can definitely be true. But if they never done that before, then I don't know. It's kind of like for me, it's kind of like have you ever seen like that Dragon Ball video where a guy, he basically draws like Goku, Vegeta, Gohan, whatever, using the same face? Like if that's the case, I feel like Warhammer could definitely like use not Alpharius. Oh my god, I just said the Omega. The other guy, the dude that started with the O. I feel like they can definitely use his face or build or whatever as for another character. But if they've never used an original character that was already in the series before and used them for like another character, then I'm gonna be honest with you, then it's whatever, man. That's pretty much the end of the video, man. Comment down below what do y'all think about it. Shout out to the boy Majorkill, and I'm gonna see you guys later. Fixing them out. Bye, everyone.